The shortening of the hotel quarantine period from 21 days to 14 days plus 7 days self-monitoring is purely based on science, because Omicron's incubation period is relatively short. There is no logic or no consistency if we still impose the 21 days on arrivals. They are not even close contact.
Well, this comes ahead of fourth quarter GDP data for Hong Kong due later on Friday. That's expected to show a rebound, could be short-lived. Let's bring in our consumer health and media reporter, Rachel Chang. Rachel, first of all, what prompted this change to quarantine, and what sort of difference is it going to make?
Yeah, I mean, I think, Hong Kong really very much is at the extreme of its ability to withstand this COVID zero policy right now. I mean, it's still incredibly aggressive with tracking down close contacts, trying to prevent imported infection. It has some of the most strict rules in the world, really. It's still trying to get to that zero cases in the face of Omicron, which we know is going to be that much harder. I think it's really important to realize that this shortening is not really much of a concession, because it brings it down to 14 days, which is still one of the longest travel quarantines in the world. Most countries don't even have these sorts of quarantine requirements anymore. And when she talked about, the incubation period for Omicron being less, we're seeing in the US, UK, other places, isolation periods going down to as low as 5 days. So this is still very much a super conservative policy in line with Hong Kong's resolution behind getting that zero number.
Given all of the changing restrictions, not only in Hong Kong, but around the world, what does this mean in terms of our resilience ranking that we have from Bloomberg, right? The best and worst places to live with COVID.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think we see Hong Kong and China, the last two major places really trying to go for COVID zero, very much becoming an outlier on the ranking. We do see on the ranking across 15 months now that most places in the world have just aligned their strategies to really living with the virus. I mean, Omicron has really, in fact, encouraged governments to move even further in that direction. We see lots of places that put in restrictions when Omicron first emerged last year, take them off, very quickly within a matter of weeks. Denmark now saying it's a part of life, the UK as well. And the whole world is really very much moving towards treating this virus as something quite normal. So in that sense, Hong Kong and China, their approach continues to stand out even more.